What's up, guys? This is Nick. I hope you're all doing okay. We are today Thursday, the 20th of September. We're going to do an aftermarket review for the day of 19 September, yesterday. There was just two trades executed for me yesterday. The first one was NIO. NIO got me. Should have held some of the stock I had because I thought it was a good idea to buy above 813, which would be over this high here. And as you can see, the price went to 44, I believe 844, and then retraced to the VWAP. And I got out with this retracement here, and it was a bad trade because I could have held, should have let my stop loss in and do not move it. As soon as we broke here, I moved my stop loss to my point of entry, and the price reached my point of entry, which was 813. So lost nothing on that trade, but didn't want anything either at the time when the price was at 844. So the high here, I had a gain of about more than almost 30 points, and everything got evaporated afterwards with this retracement. But as you can see afterwards, the market continued to go higher, reach the resistance here, and then broke it and went all the way to $9. So that was the first trade. Could have done way better, should have respected my stop loss and not move the stop loss to the point of entry. That would have been way better because my target was 850 at first, previous support of the previous day, as you can see here, this support around here, and it was also the 2 days previous close, and for just 5 cents I did not reach my target. So that was the reason why I got out also of the trade, and I moved my stop loss so close to the target. I moved my stop loss, and unfortunately it got hit. But could have continued to watch the stock, and maybe I could have buy here over 825, 826. That would have been a good buy too, bouncing off the VWAP. So again, we are learning. That's why we're trying to do this, to understand what went on, and maybe not do the same mistake again another time. So here the biggest mistake was to move too quickly the stop loss to the price of entry, when in fact I should have held the stop loss that was set, that was just under 8. It wouldn't have been activated, just bounced over 8 here, and then moved higher. So that was the first trade. When you look at the S&P, by the way, during the time, it was a tough day because this movement here that stopped me out, I believe, is the same movement than here. Yes. And when you see that the S&P is breaking the low marginally, but still breaking the low, so I was even more cautious during that time. So this is how it is for NIO. Now let's talk about the real positive trade for yesterday, which was GOV, government properties. still was looking at the daily. I saw that there were absolutely no support at 12, 1180, which was the last known support here. And we broke pretty easily during the day, at the start of the day. As you can see here, some bullish price action here, but in fact, no, we broke to the downside. So I started the position, I opened the position at the break of this support level here, 1140. I believe at 1139 I got filled, and I think I did it like this. I sold 100 shares, then there was the little spike here. I waited for it to calm down, and as soon as the price went again under the support at 1138, 1139, I added to the trade. So I added a short. So I had 200 shares short at the time. And there you see the movement to the downside. The price went to 1111. I got nervous there because it looked like they wanted to continue to move up, but it just reached resistance here. This resistance, as you can see, at 1132, and then the price moved down to my first target, which was 1105, just above the round number $11. And I took out 75% of the trade, so 150 shares at 1105 here. And for the rest of the position, so the 50 shares still, I waited to see what was going to happen around 11. I thought it would break 11. It had everything to break 11, but at the same time, probably a lot of people covering the short position at 11. Those who want to buy the round number bought also the round number. So you have this move that went up afterwards, and I believe the stop loss for the remainder of the position was put at 1108, and we got stopped out right afterwards around 7 o'clock my time, so 1 o'clock here. And I believe it was a good trade, a good stop, because you can see the price went higher afterwards. Really a good trend, following the trend. The only problem that I had that I was telling you yesterday was the fact that you can't see no support level here, no support level. So this activity here that you see, all this was prior to the IPO, I believe. But in fact, the price for regular traders, not institutionals, started around here. As you can see, this move. So what we are seeing here, we have nothing to base our technical analysis upon. No support, only resistances or broken supports here at 12. But to find a target to the downside, any guess is a good guess, as I've heard from professional traders say. So any exit is a good exit. I'm sorry to say that. Doesn't look very logical, but it is. You can't choose. There's nothing to see. There's nothing to I don't know, set your target. So you set your target based on whatever you feel you're comfortable with. Could have been I don't know, Fibonacci extension. Could have been fib retracement. Looking at the daily. Some kind of flag. You could set a target also with a flag. But I mean, that was pretty straightforward. It had to go to 11. It did go to 11, and at 11 we had to expect some kind of bounce because of the round number. So I think we risk managed the trade pretty well, and yeah, that's it. There was a small day, couldn't trade in the afternoon session, as I told you during the live streaming of yesterday morning, because I had a dinner. But today we are ready to trade all day long. with a break, of course, at lunch, probably. But that was the market analysis, aftermarket analysis for the day 19 of September, Wednesday. I hope to see you later. Thank you for listening, and bisous.